to Mr. Adam Scott Bellows for more on this. Mr. Bellows, you did hear that interaction with the Palestinian journalist. He, of course, is not willing to believe any Israeli claim in this matter that this particular missile emanated from Gaza. We asked him for his perspective to prove that this was actually an Israeli attack, but he chose not to answer our questions. What do you make of the fact that the Palestinians are claiming that Mr. Netanyahu is lying in this specific instance? They also point towards an Israeli digital spokesperson putting out a tweet that this particular hospital had been targeted and then deleting that tweet shortly after. What do you make of these claims?
Wait, did the other gentleman just get kicked off?
He chose to leave voluntarily, yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure of what I just saw. So obviously since 2005 and really since 1987 and before that, since 1967, we've been used to what is referred to as Pallywood, the use of the magic of television, the magic of editing to make things appear as if they are not. As you know, many times Gazan and Palestinian propaganda is filmed in fake areas to make it look like humanitarian disasters. And in the background, you can usually see people walking around, lounging, smoking a cigarette, carrying fake stretchers. There's been clips like this circulating around not only the internet, but if you look at memory, has been very good at finding evidences of Pallywood. Obviously, what is going on here is the deterioration of the Palestinian media and propaganda machine, okay, ever since the 7th of October. It is understandable that many people would have thought that Israel could have been responsible for this, as Israel has hit hospitals before, both on purpose and by accident, usually because terrorists are firing rockets out of hospitals or they're using hospitals as weapon caches. Now, in this instance, the entire world, before we knew what happened, went to condemn Israel. And of course, we were able, after a certain amount of time, when it was safe, to provide intelligence showing that Islamic Jihad or Palestinian Hamas was responsible for this. I believe they're saying Palestinian Islamic Jihad.
Yes.
And if you remember, since 2005, there have been a number of misfired rockets where humanitarian events have been caused, where humanitarian crises have been caused, where children have been killed. Yesterday, I was on CNN News 18 India, where Israel was being accused of creating a humanitarian crisis and losing the PR war because of what had happened with this hospital. And we did not know what had happened yet. 20 minutes later, the IDF had released the information showing the misfire. It's very important to understand how long this has been going on, how long the propaganda war has been going on.